Hello everyone, this is Asha. Welcome to our YouTube channel techmyhire. So in this video, we are coming with Prashanta, who got placed in Cognizant. So he came here to share his interview experience. And firstly, Prashanta, I should thank you because you yourself took a step forward and came forward to share your experience. That's really appreciable. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. So coming to yourself, can you tell a small intro about you to our audience?
Yeah. So first of all, sir, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Prashant Malik, and I belong to Titlagarh, Odisha. And I have just graduated from Cognizant Institute of Technology and Management in Computer Science branch. So I just got placed in Cognizant, and like today I'll be sharing my interview experience which I had with Cognizant.
Yeah.
So that's it, sir.
Okay, talking about TR in precise, what kind of questions you got in TR interview?
So my TR interview was like the first question. So obviously they first asked about my introduction, like give you a brief introduction. So I gave my introduction around in 3 or 4 minutes. Like I include my introduction and projects also.
Okay.
And after that he asked me to briefly explain about your project and what technology are used in your project, and like how many members are there in your project. So I explained them in a very briefly manner.
Have you ever wondered what is the hiring process of top startups and similar MNCs? If the answer is yes, let me introduce you to the show where you will get to know the A to Z recruitment process and what kind of projects the companies are working on. It is a show called HR Talks, where in this show Anuj will host prominent HR leaders of the tech industry, and we will get to understand the hiring process, structure of the team, key products offering, and interesting projects being worked on by the HRs while hosting the event. So through this show, you can hear directly from the HR and tech teams of the respective company, and you can get to know what they look for an individual while acquiring people. You can also get some sample reviews for the resumes and get to know about what is good and what does not work in profiles for each organization. And you will also get your questions answered directly from Anuj and your HR guest on each show. And do you want to know where you can get to know about all these things? It's nowhere else than Unacademy platform. If you want to become a software developer or have just become a software developer, Unacademy brings you a platform where you can get access to weekly shows which you can watch live. Some of the shows that coming live on Unacademy are, let me show you for them. So these are the shows that are already on Unacademy platform. So you can see Coach of Apprentice, Tech Talks, HR Talks, just as I told you, exploring cryptocurrency and many other shows like this. So you will get all these and much more just by taking a subscription from Unacademy. So don't forget to use my coupon code techmyhire while getting the subscription.
Then they asked me have you faced any difficulties during your projects, and how your teachers react to your project, like what are the idea they gave you, like what are the improvisation they told you to do in your project. So yeah, I answered that in a very good manner, like they are impressed with my answer. With like which language you are comfortable in. So I told him like I like Java and SQL. So he asked me from questions from Java. So he start like what is the difference between C++ and Java. So I told him that, like after that he asked me like what is method overloading and overriding, can you explain? Then I explained to them. After it he asked me about OOPS concept, uh, like briefly explain the OOPS concept. So I explained them in a very good manner. Like I gave separate example, like real time example. So like he got a clear concept. Like I know OOPS in like I know OOPS in. So after that he asked me about do you know SQL? So yes, I said like I know SQL. So he asked me some queries. So yeah, I answered that also. After that, he asked me like why string are immutable in Java. Can you explain me and can you give me a code example of it, like how it works? So I also explained to them. Okay. Then after that, he asked me like difference between DBMS and RDBMS.
Okay.
So yeah, I answered that, and after it, like after that, he like asked me some coding questions. It was not that difficult, like it was basic coding. He asked me
Okay.
to write a palindrome series and Armstrong number series, like
Mm-hmm.
two coding questions there. Then
Okay.
after it, my technical interview was over, and my
Mm-hmm.
HR interview was also in that round only. Like
Okay.
HR
In the
and
same day.
technical was the same day. In the
Mm.
same day. After it, he asked me some HR question as well. Like
Okay.
he asked me like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
And like, what do you know about Cognizant? So I told him that.
Mm-hmm.
Then he asked me like, why you want to join Cognizant? Why
Oh.
not the other rival companies? So yeah,
Mm.
I handled that question. Then after it,
Okay.
he asked me like, it's enough for me. And then like, do you want to ask me anything? So
Okay.
yeah, I asked his thought about my experience. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he replied me, and then my interview was over.
Okay. Great. So, what is the role that given to you, Prashanta?
My role is like programmer analyst training.
Uh-huh. Great. Great. So, what's the
Yeah,
package
my
for
role is
that?
the package is like 4.5 LP.
Mm-hmm.
But during the probation, they are like providing around 4 LP. After the probation, we'll
Okay.
get 4.5 LP. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. So, after you see, we talked about TR, right? So, TR and HR we talked about. So, coming to written test. So, what is the
Yes,
pattern
sir.
of the written test?
So the in the written test there is like three rounds were there. The first one is quant section, and the second
Mm-hmm.
one is logical reasoning, and the
Mm-hmm.
third one is like verbal ability.
Okay.
So in each section they were like 24 to 25 questions, and
Uh-huh.
for each section there was like 30 to 35 minutes of time. So
Okay.
yeah, around 1 hour and 1.5 hour your first round was over.
Okay. So, any coding questions? Any coding challenges were asked?
My profile, like I have applied for GenC developer role.
Mm-hmm.
So for GenC developer, there is no coding as such.
Uh-huh.
And for the like GenC next profile, like it's upper profile, there was
Mm-hmm.
coding round there, but
Okay.
not in
Okay.
GenC profile.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Great. Great. So, after completing your written test, if you qualify for the interview, you will be called for the TR and HR.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Great.
TR
Great.
and HS. So there will be like two rounds. Like first you have to clear the written test, and after clearing the written test, you will be like your interview is scheduled. Like in that one interview, your HR and TR will be like in one day they will take your HR and TR round.
Okay. Okay. Great. So you've given in interviews, different interviews you have given, and you got
Yes, sir.
recently graduated, right? So
Yes, sir.
keeping all this in view, so what kind of suggestions that you would like to give to a freshers who would like to step into IT or who would like to come to Cognizant in particular? So what kind of suggestions you would like to make?
So first thing I have like I gave them some suggestion like start practice coding, and
Mm-hmm.
if your coding is like if you are in your basic stage like right now, so
Mm.
start practicing coding for gigs for gigs. Then you can prefer hacker rank.
Mm-hmm.
Then after a like certain level of course you have completed in that, then you can like shift to Coursera or Code Forces. It will be better for you.
Yeah.
And like you can prefer like some for the apti and fonts section, you can prefer some online websites also, which I
Yeah.
prefer. Like there is some websites available in the internet, so yeah,
Mm.
someone can go through it easily.
Okay. Great. So I think after listening to you, you have given enough tips to start to preparing for the company interviews and coming to Cognizant in particular. You share your what kind of questions are asked in TR and HR. That might really helpful when you go when someone who is going for an interview for Cognizant. It will really helpful. So yeah. So thank you, Prashanta, for sharing your experience. It will really helpful for someone out there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much.